Let's go to RCB next. The Kohli question is always something that runs along in every IPL. It's a better question this time because it looks like Virat Kohli's found form across formats. So should he go to number 3, Sanjay, because they're missing Rajat Patidar, who's a miss, or should he continue to open with Faf, and how do they replace what they lost with Patidar?
I think Virat Kohli will open. He likes to open in T20 cricket whenever possible, and that is what the owners will do, give him the best possible opportunity to make an impact through the season. Virat Kohli clearly is not the player he was, say, a couple of years back. The form is back, the self-confidence. It's all about just being confident as an individual, and that has come back. But I just want Virat Kohli, whatever number he bats, whether he bats at 1, 2 or 3, to just bat and play like he's playing T20 cricket and not try and anchor the innings or ensure that he's the batter to stick around, or think that much of RCB's fortunes depend on his coming good as a batter. If he carries those feelings and unnecessary responsibilities, then you won't get to see the best of Virat, and that's where RCB will benefit if he just goes out there and, as they say, expresses himself without the burden.
All right, let me get your thoughts on the second RCB question too, and whether this bowling attack, many of whom are going to be bowling at the Chinnaswamy together for the first time, and they play 6 home games early on, so it's a huge either advantage they need to capitalize on or something they may not recover from. So is this bowling attack without Hazelwood, Sanjay, good enough for the challenges that the Chinnaswamy gives?
I think they've got the best bowling attack in the tournament, is what I believe, because they've got a bowler for all occasions. Unfortunately, Hazelwood is not going to be around maybe for the first couple of games, but Reece Topley is very good, and I think just watching the way he bowls with all the slow balls that he has on Indian pitches, he might be a very good option to have. And they've got a bowler for every kind of situation. And when you look at RCB, I find their bowling a lot more sturdy and reliable. Wanindu Hasaranga is growing, as a bowler in T20 cricket. And the others are always there. I mean, Mohammad Siraj is the best Indian bowler at the moment. When you look at all 3 formats, fit Indian bowler, Mohammad Siraj is the guy. He's even outshining Mohammad Shami in all 3 formats, in the sense, all 3 format bowler. So I think bowling is pretty good. The batting needs to come good. Faf has to have a better season. And Virat Kohli, as I said, if he bats differently. Rajat Patidar, though, is a huge setback because they've got a guy who was high on confidence and suddenly not available for quite a few matches.
All right, Tom, your thoughts on both those questions? Kohli to open, and do you like what you see of RCB's bowling even without Hazelwood?
Yeah, I think Kohli will definitely open. I think the combination of Kohli and Faf is a strong one, and we've noticed just over recent times Faf's intent in the power play overs has been a lot more, and I think that will be much needed because we can't, RCB can't have 2 top order players just coasting through the power play overs. So I think there's a recognition that he needs to go. With regards to that number 3 position, that's a massive miss with Patidar, out of the side. I think they're just going to be reasonably flexible until he's fit around how they work that number 3 position. Let's say, for instance, you get through a strong power play without losing wickets. I can see Maxwell coming in at number 3. There's no point holding him back any further, and then just moving their batting order around to complement that situation. Whether, I think they're under. I don't tend to agree with Sanjay with their bowling attack. I don't think they have got the best bowling attack in this IPL. I think they've got a good bowling attack, but I don't think it's the best. What concerns me is their defensive skills. Topley, yes, has got a good slower ball, particularly to the right-handers when he drags it wide of them, but I still think they're vulnerable, particularly at home.